Not, you know, make it go full circle.
I hope we're alive for that.
No, just the laughing.
Oh, we live? Hey,
Yeah.
go!
Jeez.
Shit.
How
Oh
you doing
God.
today?
Oh, all right. So back to Everon. Oh Jesus. All right. So where we were. So you guys get back to the show. You sent a message, Luca. You sent a message out to Yosis Landlin. Yosis Landlin about about what was about all of this. Now, as a reminder, Yosis was season 1, episode 1, and partially
three.
episode 2 and 3, like, but a little bit in there.
Yeah.
Is that what you're
She
saying,
gave us
Ollie?
the dagger,
Yeah, she gave you the dagger, exactly.
which we gave to Sahaguin.
It's literally the person they were hired to save way back when, and eventually
Well,
gave
she
them
was
the
a little
dagger that
girl.
was given to Sahagin. So, talk about littering.
That was something else I wanted to talk to Stalbor about. If you wanted to go over that dagger and that sword and see if they're magical.
Sure, we'll get to that
we
in a
can do that
second. Let's do Yosis first. So
Yeah, that's fine.
with Yosis, thank you though, Aaron.
I want to remind myself. Yeah.
Thank you. So with Yosis, Luca, what do you say to her and whatnot?
Well, what was the exact message that Reich wanted to ask her?
I am mad. I don't. That's between you guys. You can't. You know, I can't give you
Right.
that answer.
Well, I thought he had already mentioned it. I just forgot exactly how he worded it. Eric.
I'm sorry, what did you say? I apologize.
What? It's all right. What did you want me to mention to Yosis again?
Why
Anything
her?
strange about her? Why her?
Yeah,
That was it.
essentially.
Why her?
Okay.
And we
We're trying to
talk
figure
about
out
this. Now
why.
we know more.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
We just want to try to figure out if she has any idea why she in particular was targeted. Was she preferably things that, just because I know you're limited on what you can say to her, was she working with any houses at that point on anything particular? She doesn't have
She
to give
was.
us.
She was working with Kenneth. Because
Can she-
we went to, it was her and someone from House Cannith. I didn't know what that meant at the time, but now I do now.
Because you thought the lady of House Cannith was being was the assassination attempt, and that there was a little girl nearby. But then it turned out that the little girl was actually a gnome. You just mistook it, and well, she was also semi-hiding or whatever. And she was the target. You know what I mean?
Ask her if she can disclose any more information about her ties to House Cannith. Tell her that this is in regards to the investigation into her attempt at assassination.
Okay, I would tell her all that and ask her if
Mind
she
you,
knows.
it's if you're doing this in a magical ascending spell,
Yep.
it's 25 words or less, and she can only respond instantly in 25 words or less. Or you could do a less magical way. I mean, Zalargo's big, but it's not so large that you can't get a raven or something like that, or a pigeon, my apologies, back and forth in a day. So you'd be literally waiting a day, 2 at most, to get a response. Theoretically, you could even travel to visit her if she happens to be in Zalargo, which I believe after everything happens last time, she specifically
She said she'd be here.
Yep, she returns to the gnomish city. I think you said. I think I wrote my notes. She returned to the gnomish city of Zalargo, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I don't think there is. That's literally in my notes, and there is
If
no
she's
city.
here and we have a way to find her, yeah, I'd rather talk to her in person.
Same.
But if she's not, then I would just send her a message with illusionary script.
I think Zolenberg is where she would have gone. But you don't know. She's not in this city. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
you don't know
okay,
exactly
so-
where and tons of time has passed. So you tell me what you're
Right.
doing, and I will
I
respond.
send the
accordingly.
letter. I send the letter with illusionary script. I basically ask. I say that we've identified more plots, and that basically, in order to piece together different things, we have a couple of questions. I list those questions as like, her relationship with House. It was House Cannith, right?
Mhm.
Yep, her relationship with House Cannith. What that might entail, and what else she could possibly tell us of the houses working together. I would say all that in a very, very like friendly, endearing way. I would treat her very respectfully in my writing.
Sure.
And I would sign it with where we are. If she was, if she's nearby, it'd be great to talk. If not, we will have to communicate this way. That would be what my message would say. And then the fake message would be like, I don't even know what the fake message would say. Do I have to specify that?
The fake message could just be the fake message could be in like an indecipherable language, but you could literally just have it be like, "Hey, long time no, can we catch up?" Blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
It could just be like
something
nothing,
that.
you know.
Yeah, it's gonna be basically nothing, in some language. What language? Halfling or whatever it is.
Okay, not a problem. So you do that. You're sending all the information out there, or whatever, and you're sending this, of course, by way of a bird, because you can't send all that in obviously a sending spell. It's not written or whatever. So you send that by way of a bird, and and then so Luca, you're gonna have to tell Kieran that you intend to wait a little longer, which I don't think Kieran would mind because of the significance of what it is that you guys are doing.
Mhm.
So
I would get the group and tell the group. I wouldn't go tell Kieran specifically.
We are drunk.
Fun.
Yep,
They're drunk.
absolutely.
And we're dropping off the soldiers here. Is that what's happening?
correct. You were dropping off the soldiers here.
So
So
it's
is
about
there
to get much more comfortable.
anything else?
I'm gonna see if we can get like magical lights here that aren't lamps. And that's
Oh
okay.
no, no,
I mean,
no,
they're
no. You
gnomes,
can just
right? That makes
purchase fresh lamps, ones that weren't previously installed.
Okay.
So-
and that will work.
Do you just do this by yourself? You just go out there and go buy some lamps?
I mean, I'll wait for Luca to come back and then see if he wants to go lamp shopping with me.
Well, ask N if that would be appropriate. I mean, like.
Yeah, well, I'll talk with Ed and Luca while the rest of them are getting drunk.
Sure. And would say, I would like to say it's a brilliant idea, but I was waiting for a reaction to the pun. But if it's known due to Luca's behavior that we did everything that we did, if they knew completely, I mean, my words themselves were also kind of giving off the fact that we were getting rid of the lamps. Who's to say that whichever merchant we come across isn't somebody placed there to sell us the correct lamps? You know what I'm saying? I honestly think that for now, we need to be a little bit safer and purchase oil and then come up with our own means for burning it.
I think that's fine. We can rig something together, I'm sure.
I'm sure we can even construct some lamps, some basic lamps or something. We just, any person we come across, who's to say that they weren't placed there to sell it to us? This sounds extremely paranoid, and to be honest with you, it probably is. There probably is no way that they could get that person there with these lamps. But do you want to take that chance?
Oil lamps
No.
on a ship. That's not risky at all.
What else?
Well,
do you
people have been doing it for centuries.
I'm not here. I'm not here. This is sorry. this is Eric the player.
The deeper.
Right.
Eric the player.
Right to the character would be like, "This sounds great. You guys are doing great. Good job."
Eric,
Oh,
Natty won on
conversation.
history check, Eric.
Get a drink.
Eric the player. What do you think people use for lamps on ships like throughout all of human history?
Fucking no, but they also
Fucking
died.
Duracell, bitch.
Dark vision. What?
People lived.
All right. No, I'm sure Salbor can jerry rig something. And honestly, in Zalargo, where House Civis has a huge sway, it's possible.
So is there anything else? So you guys go out and you buy oil, do all the stuff that you need to do. Yay.
Yeah.
And then spend some gold. Don't be crazy. And then you are now moving forward. You're ready to move on. With waiting for the message back to Luca. So the response back to Luca is a pleasant response. That's just like pleasantries response, and seeing how you are, how your friends are doing. How's Odette? She absolutely loved Odette's style. She would love to meet Odette's seamstress sometime if she could.
Wait, didn't she find out that Odette died?
Yeah, I was just pouring salt in the wound.
Oh, jeez.
So just kind of like asking you about your friends and how they're doing and stuff like that. Like very pleasant cover message. And the one underneath was actually one that says, illusionary script. I didn't know that you've come to learn such things, Luca. Perhaps you've, it's very surprising to see how far you've progressed. However, my relationship with Kenneth is just that, working. I construct for them the things that they need and don't do much beyond that. The other questions that you're inquiring on, there's little to nothing that I can offer you answers about. some of it's confidential and some of it is just not important. I'm sorry if this meets you, if this doesn't aid you in any way. However, I will tell you this. I am, in fact, in Zilargo at the moment. I am at Zolenberg.
I'll relay that to the group and say, doesn't seem like she has much to offer us. She is in town. I don't know if you guys want to go see her, but it doesn't seem like it's worth it.
She's not in town. She's in
not-
Nation.
In
Nation, yeah. Sorry. She's in Nation. At least she's
I don't want to
nearby.
pick up the map, but I feel like it's more of a jaunt.
Well, it's a boat ride away, and you guys, when Kieran is piloting it,
Oh,
do have a
fair.
fast boat, and then the boat would bring you to Korenberg, and then that actually is the lightning rail. The next stop on the lightning rail is
Yeah, no.
Zolenberg.
No.
So
it's not
yeah,
worth
Luca
it.
would just be like, Luca would just.
No.
It was
No.
worth checking on her,
It's
Yeah.
quick though.
but it wasn't
Doesn't
worth. It's not worth meeting her more.
Right, not with no leads really.
Yeah.
So essentially, I'll write her another
Tell
letter
her to
back.
stay in touch.
Yeah, I'll write another letter back telling her that we'll stay in touch, making a joke about illusionary script, just being like, yeah, this you can teach an old dog new tricks,
Mhm.
and just letting her know that we had her in mind and hope that she's doing well,
So that day,
and that
pretty
we're
much
traveling.
in the early morning, I would get these guys all together on the ship and put them in a place where, like the city is behind them, and I would take a picture of all of us with the camera.
Aw.
Oh, that's cute.
And then, because
Which
I'd be
one?
showing
Which
right.
one? High definition.
Oh, it's the long-term one.
Okay, gotcha.
Transmutation magic. I'd be showing right when I like sort of wave the Polaroid to get it
You
going,
shake it like a Polaroid picture.
and Reich would he actually tucks it into his spell book, and he'd be talking to Reich while he does it. Reich would definitely notice that he puts it in like the front page, whatever. There's another picture there. It's just been turned around, which is why he's putting it like together, so he can like put all these pictures together.
Reich wouldn't mention it at all. He would definitely take note of it.
Uh-huh.
Even if it's in his intoxicated state, he'd be too smart
Oh,
to ask you
I'm
about.
doing well. He just hung over like fuck. Well, I'd also probably I'd relay what Reich said, like, oh, we should take a picture in every city we go to in all the lands, but like as if it's his idea.
Yeah. That's a cute idea.
That's funny. All right, so can you Stalbor specifically, because you have an insanely high attribute, could you roll for me a intelligence check, please?
Straight intelligent.
Straight intelligence, sir.
I don't know much about being straight, my man.
Well, all I can do is
Hey
ask you
yo.
to. That's all I got. I got nothing. So with your 11, sadly, I can give you no insights. Lucas sends off the thing. You guys take the picture. Everything's great, and then you move on.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Eric, what's your? Nah, Eric's wisdom score is only a 16. He doesn't breach 18 yet, so I won't be nice and give him anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me for not having fucking superhuman wisdom. Some of us are just above average.
Well above
Way
average.
above
even.
average.
Way above average. So, all right. So moving on, you guys are able to leave the docks and move on.
Okay. Oh,
No complaints.
Shoot.
so things I wanted to do. I wanted to have Salvor look over those weapons and
Oh.
see if he wanted them.
Yep, I have identify now, so I would literally just like
Okay.
spell it up.
The short sword is in fact a +1 short sword.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
In
It's
which
actually
case
super
I'd say
common,
who,
right?
who wants it?
They were super common during the war. They've become
Mm-hmm.
less common since the war has ended, because you have to understand, like, during the war, to pump out large amounts of magic weapons quickly, they weren't the magics put into them weren't like, this is a legendary weapon that'll hold +1 forever. It's like, this is +1 for like a decade, and then it starts to fade. You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
Okay.
So
And the dagger?
the dagger, which dagger is it?
The one from
Ripper.
the assassin.
The
Oh.
bleeding one.
Oh, it is Ripper. It is a dagger that is designed in such a way that if you train yourself well enough in using it, if you have the skill to use it, you can land devastating blows on your opponents. However, it is not magical.
Okay.
Yeah, Luca
in
already
which-
told you guys that.
Yeah, well, we might as well check, right?
But we want the big. Thank you for your assistance.
want
but
the
the
wizard to
grown-ups,
do
the
it.
grown-ups are talking.
I would straight up just like, I imagine Luca had these. I'd straight up give Ripper back to him, and then I'd ask if he wanted the short sword while holding the short sword.
So you like you very clearly hand the dagger and
Yeah.
say, "And do you want this?" Luca totally picks up on that, and he's just like, "You can have it, style boy."
Thank you, Luca.
I would tap Luca on the shoulder and I would say, Luca, I'm not sure how much use you would get out of this dagger if it were the same to you. Would you allow me to use it?
Sure.
I
would like to
building
train
quite the
with it.
dagger collection.
I would like to train with it. However, I'm fine with you having it in your possession as long as we could probably.
My intention was to train with it as well. I'd gladly share with you.
Yeah, perhaps we could both train with it. That way, who
Half
knows?
the time?
Dire situation, it might be a lifesaver, or ender.
Huh. Oh. It's Ender's Game. So
Now we have two heads trying to figure this dagger out.
So
and one
if
who
you
knows
guys are
what
going to take turns training with it, that is going to double the amount of time it takes to train with the weapon, which is a considerable amount of time in 5e.
How long does it take to train to like learn this
Was
thing?
it 250
200
days?
hours. 200. It's like 200. Yeah,
I think it's 250 days.
something like that.
250 days.
I think so.
Jesus
They
Christ.
changed it in that's the old rules for 5e. The new rules for 5e is a number of 10 weeks minus a number of weeks equal to your intelligence modifier. So I can actually get proficiency in 5 weeks, but you need to have a trainer. You need to have someone to train.
Somebody very specific to train you.
So
Exactly.
you basically get a hireling for that constant period of time. Those are in the downtime rules that will be in Xanathar's guide, so we can check them all at the end of the month.
Essentially, I would say, Reich, you should learn it and then possibly train me in it.
I nod and I say, I have perfected more difficult weapons. Perhaps it would be better that way. Thank you.
There you go. And then the student becomes the teacher.
The other thing I wanted to do, Scott, was talk with the Warforges on the ship.
Absolutely. So funny thing about the Warforges on the ship is the second day that you guys are there, like come around the end, you'll actually see that they are packing up a bunch of stuff. All their things, and they're getting ready to walk off the ship with them.
Hi. So what are you guys doing?
So the one that speaks to you before, the other one didn't speak before. So this is Chain. Chain's like, we're just taking our cut that we've earned so far, and we're leaving.
Okay. You are free to do that. I won't
This isn't
stop
the
you.
captain that we were paid to sail for, even if it was 5 years' wage.
I can understand that. I wish you guys well, and I hope you find what you're looking for, I guess.
Roll me an insight with disadvantage. Disadvantage because Warforged have like no facial expression.
Yeah, yeah. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Okay, you
Not.
see literally zero
Yeah.
facial expression whatsoever, and he goes, "Then till next time."
As you are?
Okay. So he walks off the ship, and the other one, the one that's like large, the Juggernaut one, that's large before
I'm the
Shield,
Juggernaut.
I think his name was, or Tower. His name was Tower, or Kite. His name was.
It was Kite and Cable.
Yep,
Yeah.
Kite and Cable. Yep, I remember Cable, but so Kite. So I thought it was Chain. Either way, so Kite.
There's definitely a cable.
Kite actually comes, walks past her and says, "Captain, I just wanted to let you know that I'm not happy with how things played out."
I am very sorry about your friend. And I do wish you the best, generally speaking.
We will, of course, find out how it was that he died and try to make sure that if vengeance is had, that it's taken care of, and if not, then...
Companions on your ship killed him. I mean, they didn't intend to. It was part of a senatorial arena, but
Kieran really wants combat this session. That's what's going on.
This guy never asked me. Reich would have
Yeah.
told him right away. If
Yeah,
he just
he
like,
asked
talked to me.
Luca. Everyone else would
Yeah.
have said, "Oh no, we killed him."
No,
I straight
no,
murdered
like,
that fool.
I'm sorry, I
mean,
don't understand what you're
He
saying.
murdered you.
Well, there was the gladiatorial arena, and he was fighting some drow. One of the companions of mine on the ship sought to save the drow, and ended up killing your friend in the process. I'm very sorry about how that happened. It wasn't my intention. I'm very sorry about your friend. I hope you
And roll initiative.
make the best of your life here in Solargo.
And what reason did he have? What permissions did he have?
None, actually.
He illegally killed our friend.
Who's your friend?
They fought in the arena. So.
But
And he won.
didn't have a place in the arena. Are they considered outlaws in Stormreach?
They went through a judicial process, you could say. And
Were they considered outlaws but given amnesty because of the fact that you are somebody of House Lyrandar?
Justice was served.
Which one of your companions did this?
I don't really want this to be an issue. I thought you would have known by now.
How would we have known?
I figured somebody would have told you. Where has communication with you beforehand? We have been sailing for a few days.
Captain, which one of your companions did this?
We all had a hand in it, one could say.
Now you're just trying to backpedal. You're trying to protect your friend. You sound like
am.
a politician and not a warrior or a captain.
It's true, and I will gladly deal with this on his behest. Or I was part of it as well.
No. The reward will be for his head. And so we'll bring his head for the reward.
There'll be no heads.
Oh, give him my name.
We can leave it attached if you'd like.
There will be no killing of my companions.
Give him
There will be no
we
killing
can
of you.
leave them intact if you'd like.
No, there will be no fighting about this. That's
There
not how it's
shouldn't
going
be
to
a
work.
fight. They broke laws. They need to have appropriate justice
And
settled.
things were handled at that level. So why don't you just take what you have and walk away?
What we have is nothing. No ship to sail on. No
Well,
captain to lead us.
You can stay on
in
the
a
ship.
lands that's foreign to us.
That's fine. But you
no
have to let bygones be bygones.
companions.
You have each other. And you're welcome to stay here.
With the person that killed our companion.
It's a bit of a theme going on lately, yeah.
Welcome to our life.
There are many people on board the ship who have let bygones be bygones and have sought to make a life together. You're welcome to join that if you want.
Captain, are you an honorable woman?
No.
So if I asked for a duel with him as my second, you would not allow it? And the other one's like, excuse me. What do you mean by me as the second? I would definitely be the one doing the duel. You could be the second. He's like, you be quiet back there.
Actually, I think Mike really liked duels.
Come at me.
So he might actually be okay with that if you want to do that.
Come at me, son.
I would like the opportunity to remove his head from his shoulders and deliver it to the appropriate authorities in Stormreach. There is one particular young noble that I know would be pleased to have such justices held out. His future bride has a taste for blood.
Well, I guess I can let you guys do this.
Oh god.
Alright. Sure.
Am I gonna have to drop Eric a third session in a row? What? No! What? Who said that?
Alright, okay.
Eric was your second.
I will allow this to happen.
Well, I haven't even been told this is happening.
Yeah,
so.
I will. I'll go get him, and we will make arrangements. How does that sound?
I don't know what arrangements need to be made. He can stand on the deck of the ship here and now, and we can do this here and now.
Well.
All right. Reich.
Yes.
One or both of the Royfords would like to duel you for the death of their friend.
Their friend?
Yeah. Are you drunk at this point in time, by the way?
No, this is sober, right?
You would be
Just
sober by now.
I'm sitting in my room just meditating, and I look at you with the eyebrow raised. His friend?
Bloodborne, the Minotaur, captain of the ship. They're companions of his.
He was.
They were gonna leave. I thought they knew. They didn't know.
You didn't tell your crew about this?
I mean, I planned on it. I was doing it now.
Okay, well, let me attempt to clear this up. Hopefully, we can
All right.
pass this without violence.
I go.
Luca.
Hold on. I love how Eric is like, yes, let's go.
Eric wants to
like,
fucking.
But
Eric wants to
Reich,
fight
no,
this
we
dude.
have to go through the proper channels first.
Reich is a
Eric wants to
reasonable
fight
man.
these dude. Eric wants to fight this dude. Rick does not.
Yeah, I get it.